from the CBS Bay Area studios, this is KPIX 5 News.
From the nation's capital to the West Coast, students are leading the charge to stop gun violence.
It's 7:30 a.m. this Sunday, March 25th. Good morning. I'm Phil Matier.
And I'm Melissa Kane.
The March for Our Lives rallies were front and center all across the Bay Area. And KPIX 5's Andrea Borbo was with tens of thousands of people as they marched down Market Street in San Francisco.
In the shadow of City Hall, the March for Our Lives movement sweeping the nation hit the streets of San Francisco. Down Market Street, a generation raised and educated in active shooter drills expressed their disappointment and anger at the political system, while leaders several generations ahead of them
It is about the youth of our country that will make a difference.
marveled at the tenacity of young people determined to change a system, like Senator Dianne Feinstein, author of the assault weapons ban that expired in 2004.
Young America is stepping up, and they are stepping out, and they are saying never again.
And San Francisco Mayor Mark Farrell.
And as a parent of 3 young kids, it is just absurd to me that we continue to have a Congress and a federal government that does nothing on the issue. So it is now up to the next generation, and I am here because I am inspired by them.
For many of these kids, it was their first taste of political activism, or more accurately, their first experience having their voices heard on issues that affect them, but are legislated by adults.
It felt like freedom.
In San Francisco, Andrea Borba, KPIX 5.
And it wasn't just the Bay Area. Marches were held in hundreds of other cities across the nation and the world. In Washington, D.C., an estimated 500,000 people filled the area between the White House and the Capitol. Survivors from the recent high school massacre in Florida got passionate in front of the crowd.
In a little over 6 minutes, 17 of our friends were taken from us, 15 were injured, and everyone, absolutely everyone, in the Douglas community was forever altered.
We're focusing on the biggest voter registration push our nation's ever seen. We're going to register, we're going to educate, and we're going to give them a vote.
Many of those who took part yesterday are not yet old enough to vote, but they say they're looking forward to making their voices heard at the ballot box in the next presidential election in 2020.
Apple CEO Tim Cook says that new regulations on tech companies may actually be necessary in the wake of the Facebook data mining scandal. He told Bloomberg News that, quote, the ability of anyone to know what you've been browsing about for years, or who your contacts are, or who their contacts are, things you like and dislike in every intimate detail of your life, from your own point of view, shouldn't exist. Meanwhile, investigators in the UK raided London offices of Cambridge Analytica yesterday. The company is accused of harvesting data from tens of millions of Facebook users without their permission while working on the Trump campaign. And some members of Congress are calling on Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg to testify about that issue under oath.
And a well-known classified ad website is dropping its personal section. San Francisco-based Craigslist says it's because of a bill passed by Congress and expected to be signed by President Trump. Now, the bill is aimed at stopping child sex trafficking. It says people can be sued or go to jail if they know or should know that their website is advertising sex with people who are underage or being coerced. Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren of San Jose says this creates a dilemma.
If you made any effort to try and find out what was happening among your users, as many websites do today, especially for child pornography, but also for trafficking, you would incur liability because you would then have a reason to know.
Lofgren voted against the bill, as did other Silicon Valley representatives Anna Eshoo and Ro Khanna. Both of California's U.S. senators voted for it.
And I've got actually a pretty great forecast. If you were tired of the wet weather, tired of the cold weather, well, take a look at this. We've got some sprinkles that will be tapering off as we move on throughout the day today. And we are going to see more sunshine. Temperature is going to be warming up as we move on into the work week as well. I want to show you the satellite perspective, the weather story today, a few lingering showers through tonight, and then sunshine makes its way in as high pressure builds We're looking at temperatures in the 70s by Tuesday into Wednesday, continuing to warm on in through the rest of your work week. A few things to remember as you head out the door this morning. We are going to see some lingering showers, then partly sunny skies today. Off and on showers possible throughout the day, but you will see breaks of sun. After tonight, no more rain. Warmest temperatures reaching near 80 inland by Friday.
The Oakland A's have put a tongue-in-cheek pricing plan for parking at home games against the Giants. Team president Dave Cavall says anyone rooting for the Giants will be charged $50. But he says the price drops to $30 if a Giants fan yells, "Go A's." On a more serious side, parking rates at the Coliseum are increasing. The standard price is going up this year from $20 to $30.
Well, I want to thank everyone.
That's right. Face the Nation is next here on KPIX 5. Senators Rand Paul, Bob Corker, and Angus King are going to be the guests there.
So have a good Sunday, huh?